I'm a renewable energy professional. I'm an engineer by heart. So when I was pursuing my engineering, um, I I happened to visit a lot of villages, and I was doing some energy-related surveys. And what I realized was um almost 80% of rural households do not have either affordability to LPG, and they're mostly cooking on firewood. Engineer in me got passionate and started asking question why there is no renewable energy alternative present as a technology which can provide them an option uh, to use renewable energy. And so that's how I started into this industry almost 12 years back. And now since then, we provided biogas technology to more than 50,000 farmers in India, and they do not use LPG now. They cook on renewable energy biogas to cook on to use their to fulfill their energy needs, and then also take the benefit of biofertilizer to make a sustainable organic farming. So Systema.bio came in 2018. Actually, it was formally registered in 2018, but there were few projects that the company was doing in 2017 as well. So today the company is based in Pune. Our headquarters is in Pune. We have a manufacturing facility in Chakan industrial area, um, where we can manufacture almost 100,000 biodigesters every year, and we are present in 21 states across India. So one of the main um, benefit of the biogas technology is that um, first of all the farmers who struggle with the um, energy needs, like for example, if you go into any rural part of the India, the first problem that they will face is uh, high cost of energy, or unreliable energy. Either there's not the power available when they want to, for example, milk their cows, or um, there's a limited amount of power which is available in the for their agricultural activity also. So that is the first. The second is if they want to do get into if they want to use any fertilizer, they have to opt for expensive chemical fertilizer, which is not only of course expensive, but also is not very beneficial for their soil. So the technology that we have helps both of these problems. The first is biogas technology is a very basic, simple concept. It has been implemented. I think it was invented like 60, 70 years ago, and so where what happens is all the animal waste or all the organic waste which is available at the farmer can put it, and then this technology can generate biogas, which is made from which is basically methane plus carbon dioxide. So this methane, which is an energy rich gas, this can be used to for thermal energy needs. So either for cooking gas, or for if they want to convert their milk into say mawa or ghee or any other milk products. So this gas can be utilized. So it can be used for thermal need or electricity needs also. So the biogas can also be converted into electricity using a biogas generator, so they can also run their electrical appliances. So that is the use of the energy. And then as a byproduct of this technology is a very powerful organic fertilizer, which comes as a digested from the biogas plant. So this digested, when applied to the field, which is applied to their crops, it is very beneficial, and farmers can reduce up to 70% of their fertilizer needs using this bioslurry. So our technology is specifically designed for small farmers. We know that so the technology is made in such a way that it can be first easily transported to any remote rural part of the India. It can be easily be folded and easily be transported. So that is the first advantage. The second is it requires very little space. So any small farmer who has say 2 to 3 cows, and the farmer can install the biogas system in his backyard. So it requires like roughly 5 square meter of space, where the biodigester can be installed, and then farmer can start using it. About the maintenance and service, so the every aspect of the technology is designed in such a way that once it is installed, the system should continue to work for the next 10 to 15 years. 10 years warranty is what the company provides, and but the system life is more than 15 years. So that way, and the technology doesn't have any moving parts. As such, it's not a very complicated machinery. We train the farmer to operate it well, to operate it on a daily basis, and moreover, we have our customer service centers all across the um, country wherever we work in. Yes. So to give you an example, every month, if a farmer uses LPG cylinder, I'll just take a average. A farmer will spend about 1,000 to 1,200 rupees on an LPG cylinder every month. So a farmer is spending roughly 12 to 15,000 rupees only on the LPG cost. Okay. The second cost that the farmer is incurring is on the chemical fertilizer. And by using the biogas system, farmer the ROI or the break even is roughly 18 to 24 months. So what happens is technology itself is very affordable for the farmer, but we know that there are many uh, the farmers also have different, I will say, income levels. One is a very basic low income smallholder farmers, and then there are a few farmers who have more number of cows, more land holding. So our technology is designed in such a way that it is appropriate for each kind of farmers. So let me explain you a little bit about our business model. So what we do is that we work with many different organization, and we take their help to reduce the cost of distribution. I'll give an example. We recently have made a tie up with NDDB, National Dairy Development Board, who have roughly 17 million farmers across India through their cooperative network. Now, we take the help of cooperatives to promote the technology across their cooperative farmers. So this reduces the cost of promotion for us. The second thing that we do is that we have tie up with government. We have government of India. Aminari has certified our technology. So every farmer who purchases our system gets a subsidy from government, which varies across states, but central government subsidy is about 15,000 rupees, and then there are state government subsidies varying in different states. So that is one model that through which we provide help to the farmers who cannot afford or who have lower affordability of the technology. Second thing that we do is we use uh, very recently the internationally the climate change movement has grown very much, and there's a lot of climate financing which has come into the entire renewable energy space. So we take that climate financing approach. We And using that climate finance, we provide farmers upfront subsidy, and farmers are able to up to 80% of the product cost is currently being subsidized through climate financing mechanisms. So farmers pay a very little upfront cost, and they are able to use biodigesters for the next 10 years. So we already work in Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, and also recently started working in Punjab also. So there are these few states that we started working on. The main benefit of our technology is that farmers do not have to burn firewood or cow dung cakes to cook their meals. So it directly completely eliminates the use of firewood, use of any burning, which generates smokes while they cook. So biogas is a perfect solution for emissions generated from cooking or heating. um, so that way it is very beneficial.
Okay.
So our technology directly doesn't use the agricultural waste. So our technology uses animal waste. So any dairy farmer, for example, who would have 2 to 3 cows or more number of cows, can use their animal dung to put into biodigester. So that way the methane gas can get generated. Currently, we are working on the technology where the agricultural residue can also be used, um, but I think that is another segment and another technology that. Yeah, no. So ours is a very straightforward approach. So in India, there are 70 million small farmers who are involved in dairying activities, who have animals and who sell milk. So all of these 70 million, almost 7 crore farmers. So what happens is, like, say, if I'm a small farmer, I have 2 or 3 animals, 2 or 3 cows in my home. I have, say, a 2 acre or 3 acre of land. Generally, what happens is my the cow dung which gets generated from these limited number of animals, I use for puja and everything a very little, maybe 1% or less than that. But most of the farmer, they use cow dung, especially in north, is that they make this cow dung cakes. They dry it in their near to their house, and these cow dung cakes, then they try to use it for cooking. So, I mean, technically, from looking at from very like engineering point of view, um, using this cow dung and then you try to burn it's not very efficient cooking. It generates a lot of smoke and it takes a lot of time for cooking. Okay, so what we are proposing is a very simple solution. You put the cow dung into the biodigester and it generates a very beautiful cooking gas which is similar to LPG. Okay, which provides them very efficient cooking, no smoke cooking, and very fast cooking. um, and the cow dung doesn't go anywhere. The dung that goes into biodigester gets out of the biodigester as a digested, and it comes as a bioslurry because it gets digested further. And that bioslurry is very, again, a very nutrient rich organic slurry which can be used in their farm and which can increase their agriculture productivity. So we generally try to install biodigester near where the animals are kept.
Mhm.
So what happens is they anyway have to clean the dung where they have cattle. So directly when they clean it, they can directly put it into biodigester, and from there the gas can be generated, and then the gas can be taken to nearby household or nearby community through a gas pipeline, and that's how we can provide the cooking gas. Yeah, so we are already started manufacturing at our new production facility. We expect to reach its full capacity by mid of next year, mid of 2024. This we will be roughly producing in this financial year. In fact, we will be roughly producing about 60,000 biodiesel units, which will cater not only to India but also to Africa. And in future, this can from 1 lakh unit to it get increased to more number of units. Want to we are working on automation strategy where we will automate some of our manufacturing lines, and which will further increase our uh, production capacity. So our manufacturing unit, so we are manufacturing biodigester units, and then we provide these biodigester units to the farmers, and the farmers then can generate biogas at their individual farms. Okay, so that's how we see it. At current, so just to give you a rule of thumb, every in general, one biodigester capacity is roughly 2 cubic meter of gas per day. That's the kind of capacity of gas every biodigester produces. And in a month, every biodigester saves about one to 1.5 cylinder of gas every month. So you could imagine that when our manufacturing facility reaches to full capacity, we will roughly save 100,000, 1 lakh unit to 1.5 lakh cylinders of gas every month. That's the kind of saving which will happen, like from looking at from the India point of view. And I keep giving an example of Nagpur. Very recently, we completed a project in Nagpur, which was in a pench forest, a deep pench forest, where we installed almost 10,000 biodigesters in 10,000 homes in only 4 blocks of Nagpur. Now you could imagine that every month, like 10,000 cylinders are not being utilized in that area in a very small district. So that's the kind of potential the biodigester technology has. It will help our country in reducing our LPG import. It will, help our country in reducing its subsidy expense. So all in all, there is benefit with using biogas technology. Yeah, so our technology, the first main advantage of our technology is that, first let me explain you the older technology. So when they were made with cement and civil construction, um, what used to happen was it was very difficult to control the quality of each and every civil constructed biogas plant in rural area. And biogas technology inherently, the basic principle is there should not be any air go into the system. It should be an airtight chamber. Okay. But when you make it with civil construction, if you have seen it in your house, like whenever we make a house, there are small cracks which gets generated. It's because of the improper construction design or improper sand and water ratio. So the same thing would happen in the civil constructed biogas system. And as soon as those cracks would develop, the biogas starts to leak or the biogas will not get generated. Okay. The main difference with our technology is that it is factory made, it is manufactured in the factory. So the quality control happens here. And then it is just transported and installed in a farmer's house. And the material that we use, it lasts for more than 15 years. We give warranty for 10 years. There's no effect of rain, or there's no effect of heat, there's no effect of any weather changes or sun or anything. So the technology is made in such a way there's no leak can happen, and that's a main advantage, I would say, is that it's a leak proof, long lasting technology. In biogas technology, the traditional technologies which are made with cement and bricks, it used to range from 35 40,000 then you start increasing capacity. But the basic 2 cubic meter system, which is a family size system, use still I think today cost about 35 to 40,000 rupees. Our technology costs less than, like it says about 20% of the cost, as compared with the traditional technology. And after using the subsidy from the government and after using the carbon financing that we use, it's like it's very affordable for the farmers. About 2 years. Yeah, within 2 years, we expect the ROI to happen from the factory. In terms of employment, so we will have roughly about 100 technicians directly working in our factory. So that is the direct employment, and indirect, I would say, roughly 2 times of the same is the indirect employment that will get generated. Yeah, 1% itself is a very big goal, uh, but I would say it's possible. What we want to do is that, like as I said, like India has roughly 70 million dairy farmers, and I mean, what we have done is we have just started. We believe that there is a potential to take biodiversity technology to each and every household in India, and to reach the 1%, we will not only work in India, but we'll also um, work in all of, like I'll talk mostly from India and Asia point of view, that we will very soon expand into South Asia and Southeast Asia region, and we'll take this technology. And moreover, we will also work on our technology and innovation, where we improve the use of biogas technology to more and more applications, like more electrical applications, more thermal applications. uh, for example, we are working on um, biogas biogas water heaters, for example. So farmers can use biogas for heating their water also. So these are the kind of small innovation that we are continuing to do, which will increase the utilization of biogas, and hence it will help us achieve the 1% GHG reduction goal. So our value proposition is very straightforward. We provide biodiesel technology and biogas electricity to those farmers who are in need. So, for example, there are many farmers in rural area who do not have reliable electricity. So they use what they do is they use diesel generator. They have to incur a very heavy cost of diesel, which is increasing day by day. Okay, so for them, it's a very straightforward concept. They have their own resource, they have their own dung. They can generate their own biogas, which is free of cost, and then they can generate the electricity by using the same gas, which is free. Okay, so that's why the adaptability of everywhere, whenever we install a biogas and a biogas generator, the electricity usage is 100%. They try to utilize 100%. Yeah, I think so. This is just a start, to be honest. uh, when we talk 3 4 years into the future, I will say, okay, this was the first one. This was the smaller facility. Now we want to expand. We will definitely go into establishing more number of manufacturing facilities or increasing the capacity. But it is more of a, I mean, the way it was more for the logistics point of view. We wanted to establish something more in the center of the India, sort of, so that we could cater to South India, we could cater to North India, we could cater to West and the rest of the central part of the India. And Pune is more logistically placed, better placed, I would say. Um, and hence we established here. This is the first manufacturing. I hope we get to start more. We get to expand more such manufacturing facilities.
Yes,
So one of the main challenge I would say is that biogas still is a very early stage technology. If you have followed the growth of solar industry, what solar was 20 years ago, 15 years ago, biogas is there now, and now more and more enterprises, more and more innovations are happening in biogas space. And I think that industry wide scale up, which is what is required now. And I think that's why I said it requires a tremendous amount of effort from all the stakeholders to grow the industry. And growing the industry meaning also creating the awareness among all the users in all the parts of India, which so that the users know, okay, I don't have to buy an LPG from outside. I can actually install my own biodigester and I can start, generating my own cooking gas. So that kind of awareness needs to come in India, and so that's one of the main challenge that I would say. The second part of the challenge that I would say is that um, the this needs more skill set in terms of people coming into industry. um, Biogas as an early stage, um, there are not a lot of skilled people who are available, so there's more need of skilling. And the third, I would say, is the innovation, more technological innovation. We cannot do it ourselves. I think the government bodies and other industries needs to come together and uh, make innovations happen in the biogas appliances space. For example, biogas rice cooker or biogas, uh, you know, very innovative appliances can come into this industry. So government policy right now, it's good. Very recently, MNRE has implemented this 5-year bioenergy program, where there's a massive push to promote bioenergy in the country. So that's a good effort by MNRE. Um, but I think uh, there needs to be like a kind of an environment in which, I would say that more players need to come into the biogas. The industry needs to grow. There needs to be more simplified. I would say because we are in early stage, there needs to be more support on GST. So right now, like for example, there's 5% GST on the biodigesters. I suppose because it's an early stage, government can take steps to reduce this GST also, which can help the consumers reduce the cost. So there's more policies which supports the industry growth. So I think those needs to develop more.